keeper, big brother? Am I my brother's keeper? Baby brother, am I my brother's keeper? Big brother, am I my brother's keeper? Baby brother, big brother, baby brother. We walk through the fire, big brother, baby brother. We lift each other higher, brother, baby brother. And the world feels cold, we lean on each other. That's how we roll. I remember when you were young, I looked up to you, chasing after your shadow. I could do what you do. We'd laugh until the sun went down, run wild and free. But there were times I felt lost, wishing you could see me. Big brother, baby brother, we go on, lift you the fire. When the world feels cold, we lean on each other. That's how we go. You showed me how to fight, how to stand my ground, but there were days when I failed. And you went around through the highs and the lows. I knew it was true. Though that heart got high, I could count on you. Big brother, bigger brother, we walk through the fire. Brother, baby brother, we lift each other higher. Big brother, baby brother, when the world feels too cold, we lean on each other. That's how we grow. We built our dreams, yeah. We made our way, but I still hear your voice when I start to stray through the distance in time. One thing stay true, baby brother, I'll always need you, my brother's keeper. Brother, keeper, baby brother, my brother's keeper. We need brother, keeper.
Come on. West Side. Like us. But babe, they not like us. CPG. They not like us. The scope, they not like us. The wood, they not like us. They not like us. Brompton, they not like us. LBC, they not like us. Look in here and say, oh, behold. Say, oh, behold. When you step this way, step that way, then step this way. Step that way. Oh, they not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Oh, we still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the Mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This the real nigga challenge. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a funkin' colonizer. You a funkin' colonizer.
What is?
Funkin' colonizer. You a funkin' colonizer.
What is?
Funkin' colonizer. You a funkin' colonizer.
Once was a girl so bold and free, ignored their mama's feet, up the coconut tree, the coconut tree, the coconut tree. Don't climb too high on the coconut tree. Baby girl, listen to your family. The wood might break and you fall down. Leave your house strong, keep your feet on the ground. Mama knows life not always what it seems. Stay wise, my child, don't get lost in your dreams. You all think you just fell out. Come on, you think you just out of a coconut tree. You all just fell out of a coconut tree. Once was a girl so bold and free, ignored her mama's plea about this coconut tree. She'd climb up high, chasing the sky, with dreams so big, climbing out of sight. You all think you just fell out. You think you just are the coconut tree. You all think you just fell out of the coconut tree. Mama will warn, child, heed my plea. The wood is weak on that coconut tree, but the girl below said I'll never fall. Not afraid, I'll conquer it all. You think you just fell out. Think you just are the coconut tree. You think you just fell out of the coconut tree.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Is at Mo Facts. Mo Facts in the building. Who's he?
It's MoFacts.com. MoEFACTZ. MoFacts.
That's not his real name.
His name is Mo.
Is that Mo Facts on the line? But it's not Facts. Is that his last name?
No.
Imagine if it was. It's like he was born for this. He's like the Dalai Lama.
I want to present to you the prolific and incomparable Mr. Mo Facts. Mr. Mo, what's up, man? Mr. Anonymous, what's up, bro? How you feel?
What's up, Facts family? Facts family in the house. How is everybody doing? Man, it's so good to be back. I missed y'all so much. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, you know what the vibes is? We got the election going on tonight, but we ain't gonna be tracking no numbers. We ain't gonna be worried about nothing. That's right. We a machine. The Facts family is a machine. It's good to see all of y'all. It's been such a long time, but we gonna get right to it. We're gonna talk about this illusion of choices going on, people losing their minds. Hey, that's what we're gonna talk about. But y'all see, did y'all like the intro? Do y'all like the music? You can get the music. Thank you. Thank you, Last Dragon. Y'all can go get the music. It's either, I got a MoFats music YouTube channel, and I also got the music on the website as well. There's going to be more music coming. I got plenty of songs. Hey, I got the AI working overtime over here. I want to do one time, though. Shouts out to my man, Young Grump, or Grump. He ain't, he ain't young no more, y'all. But shouts out to Grump. Shouts out to everybody, Black Light. I saw day one Spivey. I got to tell y'all, Spivey, she is the first person that ever sent me value. Spivey, I'll never forget it. And I'll never forget you. I'll never forget any of y'all. It is so good. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all know this is a value for value operation over here. We don't take no money from YouTube. That's why we can talk the way we want to talk within reason, because you know, yeah, YouTube will blame you, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't bought out. We not paid off. We just give it up straight up. You know what I'm saying? So but we gotta remind people.
I like brand new money.
You know, we gotta remind people, hold on one second. Let me get this straight. I got a bunch of new toys, y'all. I got a bunch of new toys. Let me get it straight. Yeah, hold on. Let me get back, run it back one time. Of course, people wonder where Adam at. Me and Adam is always, y'all heard him on the intro. Me and Adam is always gonna work together. That's my brother from another. Y'all heard Star on the intro. He the one that gave my start. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm always gonna represent. But it's just, man, I don't understand. I missed y'all so much, the live chat, because a lot of y'all was started here with me, and that's all that matter right now is the people that started with me and the tons of people that I met along the way that supported the 100 episodes of MoFats with Adam Curry. You know, I mean, I'm trying to say, I'm not gonna get choked up, but y'all just don't know that was a labor of love, but a lot of time consumption. So what this is gonna be? Somebody said I sound drunk at normal speed. I don't know what that means. Drunk at normal speed. Yeah. Miguel, two-time big baller. But what I plan to do in the future, I'm gonna do this before we get the show started. The lost tapes, the Converse. I met a lot of cool people along the way. Black Light Revelations being one, Grunt being another. That actually are content creators. It's many more. I want to have them on the platform. We're gonna have a lot of different angles, different thought processes, everything. Oh, somebody said that I listen to the podcast. Don't listen to the podcast at 1.5x. It causes anxiety. I appreciate that, Spot. Yes, I did put a lot of work in because I only want y'all to have the best value possible. And some shows I'll put 80, 100 hours into one episode of just listening to content, finding the right way, finding the right elements, then putting them together in the right way where it wouldn't be triggering, wouldn't cause confusion. I never want to have people confused. And this is what this show is about tonight. We're going to get into the manipulation, the rule-based order, of course, the system of white supremacy, but we're going to hear it from different angles because I see people all wound up, all charged up, and you have to live after tonight. Whether it's win or lose, whether your party wins or loses, you have to live tomorrow. You have to prosper tomorrow. So, Florida Boy Jay, we got to get FBJ. Y'all don't know, like, I be on other people's shows. I've been on FBJ show several times. I got to get him on the platform. We got to get, you know what I'm saying, Tony, TD. He ain't TD Hip Hop no more, TD Media Group. We got to get him on the show. I got to get Days No over here. Of course, we got to get Big Uncle Plug'em on here. We got to get Adam Curry on here. We got to get Dvorak on here if he'll come. I'm telling you, I'm so charged up right now. I missed y'all so much, for real, for real. And that's from the heart because I was going through a lot while I was making them shows. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the job situation, what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? Like the health of my parents, all of that. And it's just like sometimes that distraction was just what I needed, you know, to just that moment, you know what I'm saying, to get away from everyday life. But that's not what we're going to do here tonight. We're going to get into some clips. We're going to go to social media. We're going to track the, y'all keep me up to date. If any breaking news, I'm depending on y'all in the live chat. If any breaking news come about the election, anything I need to follow up on, we're going to look at some social media. We're going to look at some clips. Like I said, I got a whole show planned for y'all. So can y'all dig it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, they can't break you. Whatever don't break you, make you stronger. Yeah. Whatever don't break you, make you stronger. And that's what we're doing over here. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the first clip. This is from, who is this from? This is from the Middle Nation YouTube channel. And he's speaking on how he thinks the election is going to play out. So let's go ahead and get into that first clip. Hold on, let me go and open it up. And y'all bear with me. I got some new toys. I gotta get used to them. But let's go ahead and get into this first clip.
Assalamualaikum, Ustad. I just came on. I don't know if someone already used, but I just want to know your thoughts on the U.S. election. Who's less evil, the candidates, especially stopping the genocide aim.
Kamala Harris will win.
Hold on. Let me do two things. First of all, fair use. Let me go ahead and put the banner up before we get started. Fair use. You see at the bottom of the screen. And let me introduce y'all to Alf. Alf is my artificial life form. And Alf, can you remind them of the disclaimer, please? All right, thank you, Alf.
There. Kamala Harris has been programmed to win. And as I've talked about it before, Trump the only thing that Trump can do is to try to increase his popularity as much as possible, to make him losing seem implausible, so that there would be. I think either way, the results will be contested,
Sure.
and either way, accusations will come forward that the vote is rigged because the vote is rigged. You're not going to have a vote. You're not going to have an election in America from here on out where it's not rigged.
Hold on, y'all didn't hear Alf? Hold on, what's going on here? What's going on here? Y'all bear with me.
That's not a thing that will happen.
Uh-huh.
From here on out, your elections are rigged.
It's about which party
And
outweighs
and,
what.
and you're not unique. This is what you've done everywhere, and this is what you do in your own country. This is what America has interfered in over 88 elections since 1945, and that's not including their own.
And we have about 5 minutes.
I mean, the naivete that is attached to American exceptionalism, that you actually think that you are exempted from what you yourselves are doing everywhere, that your leaders. I'm not saying this to you, brother, who asked the question, but I'm just talking about the American people generally have the audacity that their government interferes in elections all around the world, but not in their own election.
And hold on, let me stop it right quick. Last Dragon, that's what we talk about right there. All the truth is coming out. Now, this is let me get his name for a minute. Let me make sure I give it proper credit where credit's due to the speaker. I have it written down. This is Shahid Bolson from the Middle Nation YouTube channel. I find it interesting that he has a very delivery similar to Malcolm X. If you actually watch, thank you. Somebody just picked up on it. Yes, he has and I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. But I mean, he pulls it off. But he is pro the Arab nations, pro, Middle East, but we're going to hear it from all sides that, like Last Dragon said, the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, and this is a pro-truth channel. This is a pro-truth channel, and this is a pro-justice channel. And if you need truth is self-explanatory, but justice is, one, no one's mistreated, so we don't mistreat people on this channel. Two, the people that need the most help get the most constructive help. That's what we believe. So that's why I make the content that I make. And that's to bring some kind of understanding, or at least if we are going to disagree, let's get to a point where we can disagree without being disagreeable. But let's let him wrap it up. And like I said, we're going to hear from all sides. We're going to hear from all sides tonight, because the truth, what's going on right now, the rest of the world's focused on, they're not getting your mind ready to be prepared. I don't care what side you on. Somebody's going to come out the loser tonight. And half the country is going to go on the loser side with them, because they're going to go out the deep end thinking that's their end-all, be-all salvation. When, as Earl Nightingale says, security comes from within. You got to make the most of the conditions that you're given. But let's go ahead and let him wrap up with what he's saying.
Yeah. So that means the genocide will keep going on no matter who wins the elections.
No, not necessarily. Well, I mean, the election doesn't have anything to do with it, unless Trump wins. Unless Trump, unless the faction of the OCGFC that Trump represents win out in their competition with the military-industrial complex OCGFC, with the neocons. If Trump does win, Trump is aligned with Saudi Arabia, which means that he's also going to be aligned with the Saudi peace plan, and with BRICS, and with what BRICS wants to see happen. And
I'm not so sure about what he's saying about that, because if you watch the Madison Square Garden, matter of fact, hold on, we're going to take a quick detour. Because if you watched, and this is what we're going to do tonight, if you watched the actual Madison Square Garden speech, then you will find something that may not align with what he's saying about Trump being pro-Arab and pro-BRICS. So I don't, like I said, when I play a clip, I'm not fully agreeing with somebody 100%. Let's go ahead and get into this small clip from the Madison Square Garden Trump rally. And let me go back right quick. 1 second.
Hello, New York! I mean, it was not on my bucket list, okay? People like me do not get to play Madison Square Garden. This place rocks. All right, most of you in New York, maybe you know my story. My company is called Cantor Fitzgerald. And we were located on the 101st to the 105th floors of the World Trade Center. I get to be here today because I was taking my son Kyle to his first day of kindergarten that morning, 23 years ago. I lost 658 of my friends and colleagues. I had 960 who worked in New York that day, and we lost 658 people. And we rebuilt that company to take care of the families of those that I lost.
Now, last time I heard, I thought the United States government had already settled their debt with the Middle East over 9/11. I just want to remind people, I thought that's what Afghanistan, being 20 years in Afghanistan, about, but I'll let him continue.
So we took care of those families. Each of my employees, they took 25% of their salaries and they gave it to the families of the people we lost, because that's what New Yorkers do. And we gave those families $180 million. So the first thing, we must elect Donald J. Trump president, because we must crush jihad.
Excuse me? We must what? First thing? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? The first thing. The first thing we must do is do what? Huh? Right, Spidey. Huh? What are we doing here? Yeah, what? I didn't know that was. I didn't know that was on the script. I didn't know that was on the menu. I thought, That was over with. Yeah, you heard it. Wow. Yeah. That's exactly who it is. You ain't gonna get me blamed, but that's exactly who it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it on the screen. But you know who that is. You know exactly who that is. But let's get back to Mr. Bolson right quick, so we can wrap this video up.
There might be normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel under a Trump administration.
I'm not so sure about that.
And that will include the establishment of a Palestinian state. And contracts for rebuilding and reconstruction in Gaza, and so on. The only way that the only competition that you have from this point on in American elections is who is going to outrig who.
Yeah.
It's a competition between of who can more effectively rig. That's all. That's really all it is at this point. And that's and that goes. The same goes for any country with a so-called democratic election, in which America feels they have a stake in the outcome, which is if it takes place on Earth.
On Earth, i.e., the system. Y'all know who it is. The system of white supremacy. And I'm gonna keep saying that because you have to understand it's a system. It's a system. And the machine gonna keep on rolling no matter who is in the White House. Now I know y'all say, Mo. Hold on a second.
I know you say, Mo, you're always talking about white supremacy, the system of white supremacy. I am.
Yes, I am. Yes, because until you get it in your head that this world works off the system of white supremacy, everything else you understand will only serve to confuse you.
But Mo, it could be the Illuminati. It could be Western civilization. It could be
White supremacy. That's what it is. But you ain't got to believe me. You don't have to believe me. We're going to go to Mr. Eric Weinstein. Now, hold on. Let me get the video. Let me get the hold on. Let me get what Wax said. Let me get the content. What 100 say, let me get the content. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna get the content here. Cause y'all think I would be capping. No, sir. Ain't no cap in my rap. That's how ain't that how the young boy say? Ain't no cap in my rap. So we gonna let Mr. Weinstein tell you how it go down. And this is on the Chris Williamson podcast. Gotta give credit. I'm giving credit. Fair use, fair use.
I don't know whether Donald Trump will be allowed to become president.
Now, Bolson was considered left to far left, former left that went conservative, now back to centrist. We're going to cover all bases, folks. We're going to cover all bases here, all angles, all everything. But listen to what he got to say. And as someone said, I forgot who said it, the truth comes out. The truth comes out.
What do you mean by that? I think that there's a remarkable story, and we're in a funny game, which is, are we allowed to say what that story is? Because to say it, to analyze it, to name it, is to bring it into view. I think we don't understand why the censorship is behaving the way it is. We don't understand why it's in the shadows. We don't understand why our news is acting in a bizarre fashion. So let's just set the stage, given that that was in February. there is something that I think Mike Benz is just referred to as the rules-based international order. It's an interlocking series of agreements, tacit understandings, explicit understandings, clandestine.
Hold on, the what? Let's rewind that back a little bit and see what he says. See how they just breeze right over top of it? Let's go back a little bit.
There is something that I think Mike Benz is just referred to as the rules-based international order. It's
the rules-based international order. Say it along with me. The rules-based international order. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? The rules-based international order. Hold on. We're going to figure out what it is. Here we go. The rules-based, a whole website. United States and the rules-based order. Let's see here. Introduction. President Donald Trump's foreign policy was often criticized for the damage it did, not just to the immediate U.S. interests, but also the very structure of post-war international relations. After the Second World War, Washington drove the establishment of new international institutions centered on the United Nations and what became the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. This thickening system of international organization rules and norms, commonly referred to as the rules-based order, is widely credited with having improved international peace and security in subsequent decades. Has anybody in here heard of the rules-based order before? Hold on, Black Light said, let me read it. It said the rules of international order, whites own control and make all the rules and tell everyone else we are woke and crazy. Yes, they say I'm crazy when I say the system of white supremacy, but that's what it sounds like to me. And let's let him continue on. Hold on, we're going to let him continue on, but I just want to explain to you there's a whole website here. And if you go down, debate thread, arguments, using rules to compete, tiered membership. Interesting. A free world steering body. A world steering body. Enforce the liberal order. First rebuild at home. That sounds like America first. See how they package America for this is America first. This is from them. This is from them. China rolls with a U.S.-led order. It now seeks to revise elements of that order to better reflect its own power and preferences towards a new world order. That's why I say it's a whole system. It's a whole damn encompassing system. Let me go ahead and drop that link in the. Let me go ahead and drop that link in the live chat. So if y'all want to come back later and take a look, bam, there you go. If you listen on playback, it's in the live chat. The link is. Oh yeah. Oh, we peeling it all the way back. I'm just getting started. I'm just cooking. I'm just cooking. I'm just getting to start cooking. But let's go and go back to the man. Let me explain to you how this whole world-based system works.
Interlocking series of agreements, tacit understandings, explicit understandings, clandestine understandings about how the most important structures keep the world free of war and keep markets open. And there has been a system in place, whether understood explicitly or behind the scenes or implicitly, that says that the purpose of the two American parties is to prune the field of in a face-off are both acceptable to that world order. So what you're trying to do from the point of view, let's take it from the point of view of, let's say, the State Department, the intelligence community, the Defense Department, and major corporations that have to do with international issues, from arms trade to, food. They have a series of agreements that are fragile and could be overturned if a president entered the Oval Office who didn't agree with them, and the mood of the country was, why do we pay taxes into these structures? Why are we hamstrung? Why aren't we a free people? So what the two parties would do is that they would run primaries. You'd have populist candidates, and you'd pre-commit the populist candidates to support the candidates who won the primaries.
Excuse me? What did he say? What did he just say? And this, like I said, this ain't no YouTuber. No disrespect to YouTube, my fellow YouTubers. This ain't no YouTuber. This ain't no conspiracy theorist. This is a Harvard graduate in physics. Not no woke degree. And he's not a far right or far left. He's a centrist. But let's go back. Yeah. They have two choices for you already. What's up, Ashanti? How you doing? But they got it already cooked up for you.
And could be overturned if a president entered the Oval Office who didn't agree with them, and the mood of the country was, why do we pay taxes into these structures? Why are we hamstrung? Why aren't we a free people? So what the two parties would do is that they would run primaries. You'd have populist candidates, and you'd pre-commit the populist candidates to support the candidates who won the primaries.
Y'all remember when Hillary Clinton did the thing with Bernie Sanders and the flim flam? The flim flam? Allegedly.
As long as that took place and you had two candidates that were both acceptable to the international order, that is, that they aren't going to rethink NAFTA or NATO or what have you, we called that democracy.
That's what we call democracy.
And so democracy was the illusion of choice, what's called
the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice. Yeah, sure. Sure you do. Let's let them keep cooking.
So then there was a full court press. Okay, we only have one candidate that's acceptable to the international order.
Oh, I skipped ahead a little. Let me go back. Can't miss nothing. This is good stuff right here.
Years, because you can't have alliances.
Yeah. Flim flam. The flim flam of the highest order. Everybody know that's why the Bernie Bros are so upset. See, the Bernie Bros got upset, and a lot of them went over to MAGA. And this is why the push the man thing, get the man vote out. All that started with the flim flam that happened in 16. I think it was out in Nevada, if I'm not mistaken. My memory, I got a lot going on. But let's continue.
That are subject to the whim of the people in plebiscites. So under that structure, everything was going fine until 2016. And then the first candidate ever to not hold any position in the military nor position in government in the history of the Republic to enter the Oval Office, Donald Trump, broke through the primary structure. So then there was a full court press. Okay, we only have one candidate that's acceptable to the international order. Donald Trump will be under constant pressure that he's a loser, he's a wild man, he's an idiot, and he's under the control of the Russians. And then he was going to be a 20-1 underdog.
Yes, I do think Bernie was complicit. He plays his role. He plays the outsider. That's his role. That's his play. Everybody's controlled in this scenario. Now, what he's talking about with Trump, I think for real, that's why it took so long to count in 2016 is that they didn't know what the hell happened, because honestly, the blue wall, where they talk about the Rust Belt states, a lot of those guys, and don't believe me, Michael Moore said it, gave the big middle finger to the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton 16. And that's why Trump was able to sneak in the back door, because they thought Trump was a joke. But once he got in there, they already got a place set up for that too. Let's continue.
And then he wins. And there was no precedent for this. They learned their lesson. You cannot afford to have candidates who are not acceptable to the international order and continue to have these alliances. This is an unsolved problem. So I don't have a particular dog in this fight. I, one, believe in democracy. I also believe in international agreements. And it is the job of the State Department, the intelligence community, and the Defense Department to bring this problem in front of the American people and say, we have a problem. You don't know everything that's going on. And if you start voting in populist candidates, you're going to end up knocking out load-bearing walls.
Now, I'm going to rewind this back, and I want you to listen to the mental justification they have for the system. He lays it all out right in front of our face. He lays it all out right in front of our face to hear the justification for. We got to have some kind of control here. So it's justified that we have this system. What's up, pocket full of dinero beats? Let's continue.
And then he wins. And there was no precedent for this. They learned their lesson. You cannot afford to have candidates who are not acceptable to the international order.
You cannot afford to have candidates that are not acceptable to the international order. Continue.
And continue to have these alliances. This is an unsolved problem.
This is an unsolved problem. Continue.
So I don't have a particular dog in this fight. I, one, believe in democracy.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I believe in democracy. Kinda. Peace to the brother, MG too. We got to get MG the future up here too. He be snapping 3 a.m. But let's get back to what he doing right now. He said he believes in democracy, but he has no problem with the system having control. Let's continue.
I also believe in international agreements. And it is the job of the State Department, the intelligence community, and the Defense Department to bring this problem in front of the American people and say, we have a problem. You don't know everything that's going on. And if you start voting in populist candidates, you're going to end up knocking out load-bearing walls that you don't understand.
But Trump was in office for 4 years. Did he turn the entire table upside down?
He risked doing that.
Say more.
He risked doing that. Now y'all understand why they got pressure on Orange Man and keep constant pressure on him. He wasn't in the play. He came I'm gonna tell you who Trump was. Trump was Little Mama on the stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. He just came in and crashed the show. And they said, okay, all right, you want to be in the show? We're gonna let you be in the show. And that's when the legal affair came in. That's when the pow pow came in. That's when all of that came in. Just like with Lil Mama. Oh, you want to be on the stage, Lil Mama? You want to shake your head, Lil Mama? Okay. We're going to see how you live up under this pressure. Continue.
You remember that there was this uncomfortable accommodation given to the Central Intelligence Agency at the beginning of his actual term. There was a question about, was he going to question I have a very different point of view than most of my friends who are also, at least nominally Democrats, which is it was a very immoral thing that was done to him. He was asked the question, will you pre-commit that you will accept the results of an election? Now, if you were going to rig an election, you would ask somebody that to begin with, and that's part of the game. And he says, well, we'll see. So
now he said it was immoral, but previously he said whatever happens is justified to maintain the order. Now we're seeing the mindset of the system. Even though he's not actually a part of the system due to his condition. You know, if you catch my drift, because they real particular about who they let be in the system. If you know what I'm saying.
So you have this very strange thing going on where democracy is the greatest threat to democracy. Now, how can that be? It's two different concepts of democracy. One concept of democracy is the will of the people. You hold plebiscites. And even if you do it with an electoral college or political parties, the idea is that the people are allowed, by and of and for the people. The other idea of democracy is that democracy is about institutions that sprang from democracy once upon a time, and that
and this is when you hear one thing, they saying another. They're the masters of doublespeak. And this is where the confusion comes in. So if you don't understand the system, what it is and how it works, everything else will confuse you. This is a great example of it. When you hear the word democracy, you hear one man, one vote. No, he's talking about the things that sprung up out of that. And this autopilot that had, you know what I'm saying, that the world is on, and they put people in like bumper bowling. Like, oh no. You gonna work inside these confines. And remember they told Orange Man, we got 16 ways from Sunday to deal with people like you? And one of them ways would display allegedly, maybe, possibly, I don't know, in Philadelphia a few months ago. Maybe.
those institutions have to be kept strong. Those are two completely different concepts that are overloaded to the same word. Under that circumstance, we have a paradox, which is how do we keep the electorate from overturning the type A democracy from overturning the type B democracy?
How do we let real democracy not overturn the system of white supremacy? Now, we want you to have a choice or appearance of a choice, but if it threatens the system, no one man's bigger than the system. Let's get this straight right now. No one man is bigger than the system. We've seen that in Dallas. We've seen that in the streets of Washington, D.C. We've seen it in Philadelphia. No one man is bigger than the system. And if you don't play ball, they got ways of getting you in line.
And that's the unsolved problem that they will not bring in front of the people. So what you have is a situation in which I believe there are many people in Washington, D.C. who think that Donald Trump cannot become president because he can now go for broke. He's also...
Hold on, let me stop the show one. I got to get this young man straight about Elon. Elon is bad for business, and that's the business of white supremacy. He think his money and his rockets and his satellites and all that stuff can keep him safe. I don't think so. Because they'll tell him, Elon, you got satellites, but we got airspace, bro. You can't fly your rockets and your satellites and not airspace. And they will come take his companies away from him and send him back to Africa on the first thing smoking. And you think I'm playing? Hold on, y'all pause for a minute. We got to get some straightening with Grunt right quick. That's my brother, I love him. Well, we got to get some straightening. Hold on 1 second. Cause this Elon fella, he think because he got all that money and technology that he could just do what he want to do. Ask Howard Hughes how that ended up for him. Go ask Howard Hughes, or go back and look and see how that ended up for Howard Hughes. Watch this. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go. I'm going to the Twitter files now. Cause we gotta get some straightening right now with Mr. Grunt before he continue on with this narrative. Like Elon is above the system. No man is above the system. No man is above. I'm coming right back. But we just gotta get some straightening right now. Hold on. It's because they were threatening to see if they can deport Elon. I can't find it right now, but I can read some of the things off to you. First, they said Elon was reportedly chatting with Putin. Then, remember the riots over there in the UK a few months ago? The Labour Party is trying to shut down Twitter X, by putting pressure once again on their advertisers not to do business with him. Yeah. So no, Elon can get this work. Don't get it twisted. But let me continue. Mr. Grump.
Also not going to try to run for re-election. He's relatively unconstrained. He's wealthy. He's learned how to play a lot of these games.
And maybe got a little bit of an axe to grind as well after the last 6 years.
No kidding. And he's a wild card. You know, there are three people who are doing amazing versions of the drunken boxing game. Kanye, who's probably the first one to really fail, Elon, and Donald Trump. And all three of them tried to do something where you...
Yeah, Elon, yeah, see what I'm saying? This is how you know this stuff is goofy. He trying to sell up a celebrity death match. He worth, what, $40 billion? And he trying to get in a celebrity death match with Maduro. I'm sure Maduro, like you said, he'll pack him out, bruh. He'll put him in a cross-faced chicken wing and have him begging for mama.
You couldn't pin them down. You couldn't figure out like what they were going to do next. And that's what the order is keeps trying to do. Like, will you commit to this? Will you say this? Will you mouth these words? And none of these people would play the game. I find this all, you ever see Emmanuel Augustus, this boxer who actually, you know, I think Floyd Mayweather said it was his toughest opponent because he wouldn't fight in the style that anyone could recognize. Probably the most
unpredictable.
Yeah, and the most entertaining boxer I've ever seen in my life. I mean, just check out any highlight reel and you won't even believe this is real. It doesn't seem possible. So that's what Donald Trump is. He's a guy who's got formulas that confuse people like Sam Harris. You know, Sam and I have been debating this for years. I think that Trump is an incredibly intelligent man and that there's incredible method in his tweets.
I agree with that. I don't think he's the idiot they try to portray him as. I think he just has a different way of thinking. Yeah.
Of old, you can put them into a data set and you say that there are 5 or 6 different types of tweets and that the left falls for every one of them every time. So in this situation, you have a question. How is it that Donald Trump and RFK Jr. cannot possibly reach the Oval Office and we have to have a candidate who is pre-subscribed to perpetuating these institutions, these agreements, and these orders?
And speaking of RFK, I'm going in on everybody tonight. Ain't nobody safe. Ain't no candidate safe. We're going to get to, and you know what? And everybody like, oh, but Mo, you're talking about Trump. You ain't talking about Kamala. Bruh, I've been on Kamala head politically, not literally, folks, not literally. Figure of speech. I've been on her head since I stepped on this microphone. Go check my resume. We was on Kamala when the Justice thing came out, when she tried to do the anti-lynching bill. I gave y'all from 0 to 0. Y'all check my credentials. Been on Kamala. But that go to show you they could take somebody from a 0 that gonna get no votes and about maybe a few hours possibly from being the daggone president. Now, how that work? Tell me how that worked. Somebody tell me, how does that work? How do you go from getting no votes? She got politically packed out when she came up to Howard and tried to kick off her campaign, and ADOS was there to you know what I'm saying, put that pressure on her, saying she wouldn't like us, and she went away. And then they snuck her through the back door, and I said it on the show. I gotta give credit. The black boule women, they did their thing. I respect effectiveness. It ain't about who I like, who I don't like. I got respect for things that are effective. And the way they did this by pairing her with Joe Biden and using the back door to get their candidate in. That was very it was nefarious but effective at the same time. So we can't act like that wasn't a powerful chess move they played there. But let's go back to Eric.
And there's only 1 out of 3 who has that character, and that person has not won a primary. Right now, we have no idea who's running the United States of America. I just came here in a Tesla, and I did not steer once. And I would say America is in full self-driving mode, and we don't know what the AI is that's running the Oval Office. And
hold on, America's in full self-driving, which is true. Which is true. We got a current president that's shaking hands with ghosts and can't, you know what I'm saying, can't put 2 sentences together. And it's like they say, oh, he's not good enough to run for president for a second term, but they left him in there for the first term. Tell me where that work at. Tell me how that works. That's wild. Let's continue.
And that's really bizarre, given that we have something like 6 minutes to make a decision about nuclear launches. We have no idea what the United States government in the executive branch actually is. But it can't be Joe Biden.
Every time it seems that an election has happened over the last decade or so, it's always been, this one is different. This is the most important. This is the most important. Is there something different about the one that we're about to go into? How should we think about this election?
As World War II unraveling, the order that has produced the illusion of peace for this length of time. Imagine that you were, let's say in the 2000s, that you had this thing called the Great Moderation. And there was a story that we had finally banished volatility from the markets. None of that was true. What you were doing was you were going farther and farther into a regime without understanding that sooner or later the Jenga tower has to collapse. The order that was put in place at the end of World War II.
This order he keep talking about. This order, this called a system of white. Say it with me, Eric. You can do it. The system of white supremacy, i.e. a one world government, Eric. A one world government, brother. It's big, like Nino Brown said, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than the president.
None of its architects are still alive. Very few pieces of information were passed down about what it actually is or how it functions because it's secret. And I think what you can say is that we are now living on the fumes built from that victory. That is what is unraveling. You're about to head towards a multipolar world where the game theory in a dyadic game of 2 players doesn't look remotely like the game theory in a 5 or 10 player game.
Now, see, and this is where he gets silly. Let me let y'all in on a secret. America has no enemies. I'm gonna say that one more time. America doesn't have any enemies. Foreign enemies. Now they have domestic struggles over who gonna have the steering wheel, but no. America has no enemies. They ran out of enemies. The last war we was fighting was over in the desert. They didn't even have an air force. What are we doing here? We propped up Ukraine against Russia. China's hollowed out with them ghost cities. They sent in the economic hitmen over there, ran them up with a bunch of debt, and now they pulled the foreign funding from them. Now, what's his name? Chi, whatever his name is, he under pressure because of the whole coup thing. Let's just keep it 100 here, folks. You don't spend more than the top 5 countries combined on defense and have enemies. That's just the way it works. We giving Ukraine our old stuff. We giving our hand-me-down military. Like, oh, these don't work no more. These don't fit no more. We need new stuff. Here, take this. Put some pressure on Putin. Saudi Arabia, same thing with that Lion City they were building. Come in, sold him a dream. He trying to build this Lion City up to his eyeballs in debt. Then they pull what they do. They always do. The economic hitman always do. That's why we don't have to use the military. And when I say we, I pay my money, tax money goes to this foolishness. That's why I'm critical of it. Because what we could be doing is taking that money and making sure nobody mistreated. And people got the help, that needed help, get the most constructive help. But oh no. That's not what they want to do. They want to keep pressure on people. I'm going to let him finish up.
So Kamala is essentially the youngest boomer possible. And she's tied to the last silent generation president we'll ever have, which was a bizarre thing to begin with. And she's pre-committed to trying to continue that order in the guise of a alternatively woke, Wall Street friendly, Indian black, folksy. I don't even know what she is. To quote,
I'm gonna explain to you what she is. Let me help you out, Eric. Kamala Harris is a sitcom mom. That's what Kamala Harris. They brought in the sitcom mom. Donald Trump was a sitcom dad, like the Archie Bunker type. So they said we need a sitcom mom. Little Dixie, maybe drunk, tipsy, who knows? But they were saying that's the role she played. All that laughing. But she's serious as a heart attack. And they gonna use her to cause a whole bunch of mischief because she got the complexion for the protection. Let me say that one more time. She has the complexion for the protection. She's a sitcom. Yeah, she's a sitcom mom. Look at how she roll. Mamala. And Mamala gonna put the pedal to the metal when she get in there. If she get in there. And I think she gonna get this is, I mean, if you say put a gun to my head and say you gotta bet your house on a candidate, I'll put my money on Kamala because I understand how the system works and they can get a lot of stuff done just like they got a lot of stuff done with Barry. Y'all know who Barry is. They got a lot of stuff done because Barry had the complexion for protection. Now, how is it that we get a candidate named Barack Hussein Obama and he put both feet in the Arab's ass? Excuse my language. Sorry, mama. Sorry, mama facts. So I'm sorry. But he put both feet in them. With a name like Hussein. Man, come on, you can't. And Mama, she gonna step. If she get in there, she gonna do it, and she gonna laugh all the way. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. That's why they playing it like that. This non-threatening. Oh, she not gonna. She won't harm a fly. Okay, yeah. You know, if you lock up children, parents, because they don't go to school, you ain't got no problems with, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me hush.
The great Chris Williamson, she's a meme of a meme of a meme. That was from our last talk. And I would say this is probably the most insane election we've ever seen by a comfortable margin. I would say that there's no one in second place. I can't think of another election that is even close to this bizarre.
See, he did a lot of talking. He did a lot of talking, unnecessary talking at that. That wasn't even necessary at all. Nearly Fuller could explain what he just said in like a minute. Y'all believe me? Let's see. Y'all know we couldn't have, it ain't a show without Neely. It ain't a show without Neely. Let's go. It's not a show without Mr. Elder. He don't like to be called an elder, but Mr. Elder Fuller. going on here?
Well, you just start with the premise. Now, I don't know the details of what you're talking about, but you start with the premise. If it has anything to do with the quote-unquote affairs of non-white people, we're in one system. It's just one world government already. You've heard the expression, I heard it even back in the 1920s and 30s, that we're headed for one world government.
Yes.
We're always there. We've had one world government as far back as anybody who's breathing now has been breathing. And that is, the name of that government is the system of white supremacy. There has been no other government.
Yes.
And so, therefore, the so-called economics of everything, they cover all sides. And what causes the confusion, that word again,
Yes.
confusion, what causes the confusion, the white supremacists position themselves everywhere.
In those 9 areas of human activity, correct?
And yes, and even when it looks like there is no racism involved, racism is the dominant factor. And they will take all sides. That's another one of their confusion
Yes.
tricks.
All sides, yes.
Yes, right. Like in the
Take all sides. See, a minute, it took him 11 plus minutes to get to what Neely Fuller did in a minute and 20 seconds, straight to the point. Like Neely Fuller's like, slam dunk every time you touch the ball. Full court, slam dunk. And somebody said that before I even brought it up. He the Michael Jordan breaking it down the system. Slam dunk every time he touched the ball. Yeah, and look, and just as a side note, yeah, the dollar is going strong because they went in, they took everybody down. This is nothing but a drug. Let me explain to y'all something about allegedly how the drug game works. If you sitting on a couple extra keys, you can manufacture a drought to put your competition out of business. That's all these real because they are gangsters. Don't get it confused. The system of white supremacy are the only gangsters. Are the only gangsters there is. And what they did was they said, we got enough money and enough power that we can shut the world down for about 2 years. From 2020 like to 2022. Yeah, it's a mathematical. Yeah, it's a mathematical. Yeah, it's straightforward. It's logic. 100% logic. Let me go back to what they did. They said we can shut the world down for 2 years, and we got enough gas in the tank that everybody else will be struggling. Now, what we felt, what they call inflation, because we at the bottom, most of us, you know what I'm saying, where this, thank you, there it is, forced scarcity. Yeah, thank you. There's always a term, forced scarcity. And what they did was they said, okay, we're gonna make everybody had to tighten their belt in America. And they went up on the price of gas and food and all that cheap stuff we used to get. Remember when they used to say we used to throw half our food away in this country? I bet you they ain't having it no more with these food prices. There was a time a few years ago when we were throwing away half the food that was manufactured in this country. So they said, oh, we could take a haircut as a country. But on the other side of this, everybody else, all the rest of the nations, if you want to call them that, all of our competition, or like I said, there ain't no competition because when you got so much muscle and resources, there is no competition. And if anybody, it's like this. It's like in a football game. You up 50. You take your starters out and they get it down to 40. They put the starters back in. They say that's too close. We want to beat them by 60. And that's exactly what they did. They took, China was kind of trying to do their thing, make a little noise. They said, oh no. They put that pressure on China. And like I said, China now, you ain't got to, we're going to look at this, not tonight, but we're going to look at this 60-minute special about how China's economy is cratering in on itself because they built all that, took all this capital from the West, from white supremacy. at high debt, just like how the economic hitman do, and then they pull the chair on you. And when they pull the chair on you, you collapse, and then they come buy the parts up penny on the dollar. That's what happened. But I'm gonna let Nilly finish.
Middle East crisis. You'll have white supremacists who will say, "Oh, we want it this way. I mean, we got to keep this thing going and all like that." Then you'll have other white supremacists say, "No, let's bring peace there." See, and they go back and forth.
Confusion.
When both of them are working together to keep the confusion going.
And that, like I said, a minute and 42 seconds, and Nilly Fuller explained it all. Now, I promised you. So we talked about a pro-Arab person talking about how the system is rigged, allegedly. And once again, let me warn people. What I'm playing tonight, hold on, let me make sure. What I'm playing tonight, disclaimer. The views and opinion expressed by our guests in this video are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the views or the opinions of the host, the channel, or any affiliated organization. Let's just make sure we get that out the way right now. But what I'm presenting to you is all the way across the spectrum of politics as this election goes on, is skepticism running wild. No, Grunt, I'm not getting in nobody's face. Let's keep that straight. Not getting in nobody's face. But with that said, hold on. I lost my train of thought there. Where was I? Oh yeah. So now we went from what we consider liberal left, centrist, used to be centrist left, went centrist right, now back almost dead center with Weinstein. Now we got to talk Nick Fuentes. But I ain't playing Nick Fuentes on my channel. Y'all ain't getting me blamed. He's persona non grata. Oh no. So what? I had to do something better. There's this video of Nick Fuentes, and he's upset and saying the right wing is largely controlled by pro-Israel interests. Okay? So what I did was I put that interview or that video into Notebook LM and let them create let Google, this is your product. So if you play it, you got to be up to your snuff. I let them explain what the video was about. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to Nick Fuentes' points as discussed by the Deep Dive podcast. And this is called The Fake Right. What happened? Hold on. What is going on here? Hold on 1 second. What? They ain't trying to let me cook, y'all. They're not allowed trying to let me cook. Nick Fuentes, boy, they try to hold on. What's going on here? Am I still on? Okay. They said, nah, bruh. Nah. We back. Hold on. And we back? Let me make sure. In the comments. Are we back? Ain't, bruh. They said, nah, sir. Not on my good YouTube. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. What the world? Okay, y'all can hear me. Good. Okay. They try to put the blam on your boy. We gonna still deep dive. Let's go. Don't let start the show. I'll take this show to bitch shoot. Mess with me. Y'all gonna come to bitch shoot with me? Pressing one. If we gotta go to bitch shoot to get the truth out, we won't be held down. We cutting up tonight. Let's go.
Up because today we're diving into some seriously spicy claims. We're talking about Nick Fuentes and his views on who's really in control of the American right wing.
And what's wild is Fuentes isn't just like throwing out random theories here. He's crafted this whole intricate web and he uses very specific examples.
Our people.
Yeah, real people, real organizations. He weaves it all together.
It's like he's dropping a conspiracy theory mixtape, but with names and dates.
Precisely. The foundation of his argument, the thing that keeps coming back, is that the American right wing, and he means the whole thing, is nothing more than a Trojan horse.
Okay, so he's going for the dramatic reveal right out of the gate. But who is hiding inside this Trojan horse?
He points the finger at Israel.
Surprise, surprise.
Wow.
And he does not mince.
And see, Nick Fuentes is confused too. Cause he think that the people over there is in control. No. Cause you notice they have to ask for help. They have to ask for the dome. They have to ask for permission. When things was getting sketchy, when they weren't letting the food in, they had to ask for permission. When you a master, you don't have to ask for permission. That's just logic.
Words, let me tell you. He uses terms like penetration, infiltration, even fifth column.
Can somebody please screenshot this comment? We got it, and we got it. Thank you. We got him. Thank you. Screenshot taking.
Intense.
These are carefully chosen words, right? They're meant to evoke a sense of danger, like the system's being compromised from within.
It's like he's trying to...
Yes, Matthew. Yes, they are our aircraft carrier, but guess what? They're an aging aircraft carrier because now we have control of Afghanistan in the area. And that whole play with Afghanistan as appearance of us retreating, no, we don't leave that kind of artillery behind and retreat. That was a arms distribution.
Triggered that immediate gut reaction, make you think, hold on, is something shady going on here?
Exactly. He's playing on this idea of a hidden enemy, a puppet master pulling the strings. And to make his case, he starts connecting the dots, drawing lines between specific people and institutions.
So let's break down those connections. He throws out a lot of names. Where does he even begin?
He goes straight for the biggest names on the right. We're talking Ben Shapiro, Dennis Prager, Rupert Murdoch, even the late Sheldon Adelson.
Okay, so he's not pulling any punches, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But how does he tie these guys to this big coordinated influence campaign?
He connects them to...
Yes, this is AI. This is AI covering the video that Nick Fuentes was talking about, but I would not dare play that on this channel to get blamed. Now, if y'all want to go over the big shoot, we can go over the big shoot and we can play it. But you know, YouTube is not having that at all. I'll continue.
Organizations, media empires, think PragerU, The Daily Wire, Fox News. These institutions have huge reach, especially on the right.
So he's building this case that it's not just one rogue actor, but a whole network working together, almost like a map of influence.
Exactly. And then there's the money trail. Fuentes highlights stuff like Peter Thiel's political investments to suggest a deeper, more coordinated effort.
Right.
Oh, Peter Thiel. Oh, I don't got time. I don't have time to get in talk about Palantir tonight, but Palantir will be discussed in depth on this channel. But I'll give one point about Palantir. Palantir will have and will investigate the very people that are voting for Donald Trump and Mr. J.D. Vance, who is owned by Mr. Peter Thiel. He owned him down to his Kentucky draws. Yes, I said it. Peter Thiel owns J.D. Vance down to his Kentucky draws.
Right, Thiel, the tech billionaire.
Yep. He specifically points to Thiel's involvement with Palantir, you know, that data analytics company.
I mean, what does Palantir have to do with any of this?
Fuentes focuses on the fact that Palantir's CEO is Jewish.
I see.
He claims it's evidence of a pattern, this supposed infiltration of these powerful institutions. He even says that Palantir favors Jewish applicants when they're hiring.
So he's using these connections, these individual data points, to build a larger narrative about how this influence might be exercised. But he goes beyond just media, right? He also brings up the Ivy League.
Yeah, and that's where his theory about how this supposed influence works gets really interesting. He claims there's a deliberate, coordinated effort to control these elite schools because they produce future leaders, right?
And that's why all of a sudden Black Lives Matter / pro-Palestine groups became on the outs. As long as it was Black Lives Matter and they were going against, you know what I'm saying, whatever they were going against, that's fine. But as soon as they start linked up with pro-Palestine, all of a sudden everybody at the university had to go. Did y'all understand? Did y'all see what was going on there? But let's go.
He even talks about these two activist billionaires, he doesn't name them though, who he claims pressured university presidents to resign.
And what was the reason he gave for that?
He says it was because of their lack of, and this is a quote, submissiveness to Israel.
That's quite a claim.
It is.
So by controlling the universities, they control the politicians and journalists and business leaders of the future. It's like a little scary. It's like he's saying they're playing the long game, shaping the minds of tomorrow's elite.
But who controls them? Who controls the dome? Who supplies them with their muscle? Who gave them their Air Force, which is the second best Air Force in the world? Behind who? Way behind who? Thank you. Who can step in and knock their heads together and say, hey, that's enough. Knock it off. Y'all saw when those special force troops tragically died over there in Gaza. All of a sudden, guess what happened? They stepped in and said, that's enough. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. I continue.
Why go through all that trouble? What's the point, according to Fuentes?
Well, this is where he ties his theory to real-world outcomes. He argues that this alleged control over the narrative in right-wing spaces, makes it so certain topics are totally off-limits. He uses Candace Owens as an example.
Oh, right, with her in the Daily Wire.
Exactly. So Candace Owens, at least for a while, was a rising star in those same right-wing circles Fuentes is talking about. But then, if you believe Fuentes, she stepped on a landmine.
By criticizing Israel.
Bingo. Fuentes claims that after the Daily Wire let Owens go, she got invited to speak at a Turning Point USA event.
Okay.
But he says that Charlie Kirk, the Turning Point founder, felt like he had to reassure donors that Owens's views on Israel didn't reflect their own. Yeah. Fuentes even suggests that Kirk said Turning Point had made like 1 million documentaries about Israel just to prove their point.
So he's saying there's this unspoken rule book, and if you go off script, even if you're as popular as Candace Owens, you face the consequences.
That's exactly how he frames it. Like they're silencing dissent, and he doesn't stop there.
Oh yeah, they put the clamps on Candace Owens too. They put the clamps on Candace Owens when she got too close to Nick's talking points. They said let's sit you down, and that's the thing. Like everybody can beat up on whoever They can make movies. Am I a racist? Whatever. I put on Twitter, I said, when they gonna make am I Semitic? Anti-Semitic. When is Daily Wire gonna make that movie? I'll be waiting.
Lists a bunch of other organizations where he claims this is happening. Breitbart, Fox News, even the Republican Party.
It's a pretty bold claim, to put it lightly. And just to be clear, we're not saying what to think here. We don't endorse Fuentes' views.
Absolutely not. We just want...
Absolutely not, and neither do I, Deep Dive. Absolutely not.
I want to break down his argument, understand how he puts it together, and what evidence he uses, if any.
And I think this is what's interesting for you listening.
Yeah.
Because whether or not you believe Fuentes' theory, and I'll admit it's pretty out there, he does raise some interesting questions about influence, how it works, how to see it, how we even define it.
Exactly. This is where your critical thinking comes in. What Fuentes is presenting is a very specific model of how influence works. He's saying, look for the people in power, look at what they control, follow the money.
And if you see a pattern, he says that's proof of a coordinated effort. But the question is, how much weight do those connections hold? Is it enough to just point out that people with similar backgrounds happen to be in certain places? Or do we need to actually see them working together, a real plan being carried out?
That's the big question. And it gets even trickier. Can we ever really know where someone's loyalty lies? Even our own. Not easy to answer.
Makes you wonder if there are other explanations for the things Fuentes is pointing to. Could his own biases be shaping how he sees these events?
For sure. Always possible. And that's exactly why we have to be critical. Don't just accept things as they're presented. Ask questions, consider other perspectives, look for evidence.
You hear that? Ask questions, look for other perspectives. All of that. Oh, that's a good one too. There. When's that movie coming out? Thank you, Andrew. Let's go.
Evidence that backs up the claims and also evidence that challenges them. That's what critical thinking is.
It's like he's given us this puzzle box, and we have to figure out if it's even worth opening. But even if we don't, the fact that we're looking at it, thinking about the possibilities,
hold on.
that alone is useful.
Definitely.
Who he said, is that Melissa Melton? No, this is the Deep Dive podcast that's created by the Notebook LM. And we gonna be I'm trying to tell y'all, like, we're gonna be going over some AI tools to make your life easier. Like Grunt said that I put him on. One of the many things that I brought to his attention, you know. No, that's like I said, that's the AI. That's two AI talking to each other, bruh. They trying to put us out of business, Black Light. They trying to put the content. That's why we got to up our game, bro. They coming for us. The bots is coming for us. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up.
Makes us sharper, more discerning about what we take in.
And that's what's so great about a deep dive like this, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
We might not have all the answers, but at least we have new questions to consider, a new way of thinking about it.
Yes, Clint, this is an AI generated recording. Yes. All you do is give it the document, and I gave them the transcripts of the Nick Fuentes video, and let them discuss it. Yeah. Oh, bro, I told you we going up. We going up. We using all kind of tools. Yeah, Notebook LM by Google. Yeah. Thank you, Grunt.
Influence.
It's like he's given us these new lenses. Even if we don't like what we see, we're seeing it in a new way.
I like that. And this brings us to that final thought you wanted to leave us with.
Yeah.
You were saying, even if we disregard this whole thing about Israel, Fuentes' framework, his way of looking at influence, could apply to a lot of things. What did you mean?
Well, so he's focused on Israel, right? But his main point is about how a small group can have a huge amount of power over a much larger system, like way bigger than you'd think.
Right.
He's saying, find those hidden connections, follow the money, and you'll find who's...
Hear this word system again. They keep going back to this order, system, order. Yeah. Even the bots know.
Really in control.
And he's also suggesting they're hiding this power, even being manipulative about it. kind of creepy when you think about it.
Yeah, a little bit, but that way of looking at it, that framework, it's not just for one group, right? Like, what if we use that lens for other parts of our lives? Think about those big tech companies.
Oh, wow.
Or the pharmaceutical industry, even lobbying groups, pushing their own agendas.
So you're saying Fuentes' framework, even if we don't agree with his conclusions, it can be a good tool for just understanding how power works.
Yeah, exactly. It makes us ask important questions like,
A good understanding of how power works. Good night, Spivey. Thank you for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? That's day one, Spivey. Just got to tell people again, she sent me my first value on this long, not long, but you know what I'm saying, on this eventful on this eventful journey that we on that's just getting started. Hold on. Black Light. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on one second. This is what I'm talking about. Nick Fuentes with the victim mentality. He can't pull himself up by his bootstraps. Shame. He's going to talk about them crypto, blah, 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 and that he's related to. And the thing is, look, look, when I say I pay attention to everything, I pay attention to everything. I listen from the far, far left to the far, far right. I listen to Nick Fuentes almost every day. And bruh, Black Light, he sound like ADOS FBA now. Talking about they need to withhold the vote and and they don't need to just be expected to vote for whoever, whatever. Bruh, I'm sitting here like, bruh, you sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like you from the B1, the new black media. What's going on here? Because what's happening is when people get taken for granted and expect that they just supposed to vote however they supposed to vote, that's what happens. That's what happens. Enough becomes enough, and then you say, I'm not going to do it anymore. That's what happens. And that leads us to the final thing I want to talk about before I got a surprise for y'all. Let's see if y'all interested. Y'all want to hear what the surprise is? I want to hear from people. That's something that we tried a while back, but I want to hear from y'all again. I'm going to put a Google Meets number on the screen soon. Matter of fact, let's do that first, and then I'll do the finale. I'll wrap up on the finale. I'm going to put the Google Meets on. If anybody know how to use Google Meets, hold on one second. You can call into the show. Everybody should have the app on their phone. So you go to Google Meets. Matter of fact, I got a video, but it got music to it, so I don't want to play it because I got blamed when I was doing a test video. So I don't want to play it, and get blamed. But basically, you go to Google Meets, you type in this just like a phone call, and then I can let you into the chat. And then we could talk. Who wants to be the first caller? I know who it's going to be. It's going to be Grunt. Because he lives to give me a hard time. Once again, go to your Google Meets app. I got a video, but I got to take the music out of it. You type this in when it asks for the code, just like it's on the screen. That's JUA-QBAE-CRK. That's for the people that may not be near a screen where they can see it, but they're listening. And then you'll be talking to me. And it's not, like I said, it's not for everybody. Hold on. We got Miguel. Miguel beat you to it, Grump. We let him in. How you doing, sir? Hello? Okay. This ain't working like I expected to. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Miguel. We got to work the kinks out. Hello? Why am I not hearing him? Y'all bear with me. If it don't work, blame Grump. Hold on. Hold on, Miguel. I'm gonna go to Grump. Hello? Y'all hold on, bear with me. Why is that not working? What are we doing here? Hold 1 second, y'all. We're doing so good. What in the world? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, press 1 in the live chat if you on the phone. I know y'all can, but hold 1 second. One second. I can hear y'all now. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, we hear you. Okay, I got to get y'all back to the show though. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's not that. It's what it is the blue hello?
It's all good.
Okay, we good now. Okay. One at a time, fellas. We got Grump and we got Miguel on the line. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear. Okay. Press 1 if y'all can hear them. And I think one of y'all might have to put your mute so I can talk to y'all one at a time. We got a warrant.
Yeah, I'm putting my mute first.
I'll mute myself. Grump is over here. Grump is over with you.
Yeah, I gotta get some straightening with Grump. Yeah, Grump. Welcome to the show.
I'm just. Oh man, you gonna put me on blast like that? Oh, okay. You hear me loud and clear? Is it like static on my end? I don't want to mess up the stream.
No, we can hear you. They said hold on. Somebody said, Grump, tell us why. Okay, see, you think I meant look, see on the screen. Thank you, Matthew.
Let me see on the screen.
Yeah, keep pressure on them. They said, tell us how great Musk is. Go ahead.
God, damn. First of all, who is Matthew? I see Matthew right there. All right. First of all, shouts out to Miguel because he definitely had mentioned that with the big 3 with the PayPal and the eBay situation. I had read Elon Musk biography and everything. I mean, I read from when he got his ass when he got beat up by them kids in Africa in the hospital, and he sold his first computer programming at the age of 12 for like $2,000, and he had ran off to Canada and been working in a mine and then crossed the border to America and all. I get what y'all saying, but we got to go ahead and give credit where it's kind of due.
So I got another surprise for y'all. If y'all think Grump is cooking, put some fire emojis, some pan emojis, some kind of food emoji if you think he's cooking. But if you don't think he's cooking,
Hold up, Grump. I got pushed back. What are you talking about? What did he do?
Hold on, Miguel. Hold on. It's gonna be 1 at a time. Hold on 1 second. If he's cooking, I want to make sure. We want to make sure we get Grump. If he's cooking, let's see. Let's see some fire emoji. What else? But if he ain't cooking, he gonna get one of these. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm gonna get. Hold on 1 second. Y'all know I always got something up my sleeve. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. You gonna get the Sandman.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Shit,
you
turned out to
getting
be
the
horrible.
Sandman. Yeah. So make sure you
Let
come
me
here
rub
and then, huh?
my bad. Let me rub the tree real quick.
Yeah. Whoa,
Go
pause,
ahead.
super pause.
Pause.
We need all that. But you know what I'm saying? And then also, because like people like to be long-winded, we got the clock on them. You get 2 minutes to say your piece. And I ain't gonna start the clock on Grunt yet, because you know what I'm saying, he was working with me with getting the thing straight. But yeah, Grunt, I'm just gonna remind them again. So if somebody's cooking, we're gonna give them 2 minutes uninterrupted. If they cooking, I want to see frying pan, food emote, whatever food you want, you know what I'm saying, hit them with. But if they ain't cooking, I want to see ghost emojis and boos. Yes. And if I see enough boos, y'all know what they get, right? This is what they get.
So, in fact, to look at Elon Musk like he did something great because you read his autobiography. Obviously, he's gonna say that he did something great.
Hold on,
Plus,
hold on, Miguel. I'm gonna put you in the clock 2 minutes. You and we gonna see if you cooking or not. And like I said, you gotta go for everybody.
Tell me when. Tell me when to go.
No, I'm gonna let you know when to go, because I got the clock on the screen. And this is how the real democracy work. Everybody gets their say as long as it's respectful. You know what I'm saying? You don't disrespectful to the listening audience as far, you know what I'm saying, just not be belligerent. Now, I'm not a word police, you know what I'm saying? So you can express yourself how you feel, but just be respectful in the sense of, I don't say that to you, Miguel. I'm speaking to the greater audience. So you get 2 minutes. I'm explaining to how it works. You get 2 minutes uninterrupted. But once again, if the crowd gonna decide if you cooking or not, this ain't got nothing to do with me. And if I see enough boos, enough ghost emojis, you getting the Sandman. All right, you ready, Miguel?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. All right, 2 minutes start now. Go.
You saying that Elon Musk is this great guy in his autobiography, which obviously he's going to use himself to make it look good. But you forget the fact that he hasn't really done anything outside of the PayPal mafia. All the other guys, Peter Thiel, David Sachs, they've all done big things. Elon Musk is only rich because of government welfare. That's what he's really good at, getting people to fill out the paperwork, because Tesla can't do nothing outside of the government rebates. There's no rebates in China. Once they start the rebates in China, the sales plummeted. Because China's going pro China. Like, what did he do? He has a space rocket company that he's trying to hope to get rid of NASA so he could get government funding. All he cares about is government funding. He's never done anything worthwhile. I don't know what you call it. The mines that he worked at, his father's. Next, done. Less than 2 minutes.
All right, less than 2 minutes. Is Grump there?
Yeah, yes, sir. Y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. You got, hold on. Let me make sure the clock working. Cause he ain't even need to. He said he ain't even need 2 minutes to cook you.
I see it.
Hold on a second. Let me make sure. Reset.
Anyway, Grump is my man. I love Grump. That's my dude.
They don't know. This will let people know. Miguel, Grump, and I be over on Grump channel. So you know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. Somebody said, Blacklight said he cooking. All right. The clock wasn't working. What are we doing here? What is going on here? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Matter of fact, the clock ain't working, so I'll manually look at it. Go ahead, Grunt. It's hold on 1 second. Y'all know we always gotta have a plan B. But why ain't the clock working? I want the clock to work. Y'all understand, I put a lot of work into doing this. Cause I wanted to make sure it's entertaining and something y'all hadn't seen before. So There we go. Now the clock working. All right. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready, Grump?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, go.
All right, so we're going to start off with Elon. First of all, yeah, you're right. The rockets right there. He had a lot of fail with the rockets, but he was able to be successful with that. He even went to Russia and worked a deal with them to get the rockets up there. Now we got these SpaceX, I believe it's the satellites that's internet. I don't know anybody besides Elon who had finesse and put that together with the government contract to put them things in the air right there. Those things right there, that's right there is a life changer. We got that already. Now with the electric cars with Tesla, we didn't hear nothing about this. I mean, we heard about this even in the 90s, but he was the guy to make that happen right there as well. These Tesla cars. And I hear you saying that thing about China. That do make sense, but we talking about over here. And another thing, you saying with government contracts, that is correct. He definitely finessed, and he's a master with doing that to make that happen with the government contracts. I have to go ahead and admit on that end right there. So that's pretty much the explanation right there.
All right, Grump did it in a minute. And like I said, this ain't a competition between you two. I just wanted to hear y'all points of view. Anything else y'all like, because y'all got some extra time left. Anything else you would like to add or bring to the table? Because you got about a minute left before I go move some more people. And also, people, feel free.
One thing people should understand about the internet, everything on the internet is the PayPal mafia. Every aspect of it. That's it. That's all I'll say. Elon Musk included. The whole PayPal mafia run the internet. That is a real thing. I love y'all. Mo, I'm glad you're back, blood.
Oh, man, I always appreciate it. Grump, you got about a minute left. Hold on. Anything else you would like to add before you, or anything that you would like to, because you like to give me a hard time. Anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So he was able to come together to have investors to get Twitter and change that to X. That right there. And I know I see Black Light in the comments saying that he losing revenue and all that with that situation, but he definitely took over one of the major social media platforms, which was Twitter, and turned that into X right there. Like he is like, he almost, I'm not going to disrespect Steve Jobs like that, but he's like a quarter of Steve Jobs with innovation and a vision right there. So we got to go ahead and give credit where it's due. And we got to have the same energy for Henry Ford.
Hold on now. So you saying Elon Musk is on Steve Jobs' level?
I said a quarter.
Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's some master double talk there. We were saying, but we go. Let me see. Let me go to the comments to see if they feeling what I'm feeling. Somebody said the clock. Yeah, they thought the clock was working. Yeah. Okay. Girl, I'll give you. You're saying a hard time. Pause another time. Thank you for calling in. Thank Miguel for calling in. I'm gonna leave the phone open for about another 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. I don't want to keep y'all too long. If you're saying, brother, I appreciate you. And I'm glad we have screenshots of saying I put you on the notebook LM.
I had immediately deleted that message, but hopefully nobody screenshot that. But I get you saying.
It's recorded. I'll put it on the screen as the show is going, so you can't even.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm putting the timestamp in the comments.
Okay, you got me on that. But I gotta say this: they saying, but did he innovate it? We gotta have that same energy for Thomas Edison and Henry Ford. Henry Ford had dropped out of second grade. He was illiterate, but he was able to move pieces and have people to create stuff.
Hold on. You talking about D. Henry? Wait a minute. Hold on now. You talking about D. Henry Ford?
Yes, sir. D.
I just don't know.
Hey.
Huh?
We can leave it. I said we can leave it like that, man. It's all
Okay.
love, but yeah.
I'll talk to you on the
But
back
point
channels.
proven. Oh yeah. Most definitely. All right, y'all hit that like button, man. For real, it was fun. I love it. I'll see y'all on the other side.
All right. Peace, brother. All right. Anybody else would like to call in? The screen, the number, well, not the number. The code's on the screen. All you got to do is go to your Google Meet app. It's very easy. I have a video, but like I said, it got music to it, and I got bland by YouTube for the music. So I won't be showing it. Black Light, if you got time, brother, you know what I'm saying? Because we always communicating in your live chat. I'm usually typing, but you always replying back to me. So if you feel free, and anybody else, talk to him, Theodore. Thank you. Talk to him. People need to put respect on George Washington Carver's name, trying to act like all he did was peanut butter. We got to stop playing with that man's name like that. Let's go. All right, so okay, we got an update. We got on the election, i.e. the selection, we got Trump at 210, Harris at 113. Thank you, Christopher Blair. Matter of fact, let's go. I mean, shoot, we here. Hopefully they don't give me a hard time about this. Let's see if I can get some live updates since we're here. I mean, that's what brought us here tonight. But I'm glad. Like I said, I always like to do something against the grain. I didn't want to just do. Oh, let's count let's look at the electoral college. Oh, 14% of the votes in. Too early to call. I didn't want to do nothing like that. I want to do something different. Let's see if we can get. I'm looking for a good source of information. If you can find such thing with the mass media. Hold on a second. And like I said, the code is still on the screen. If anybody would like to chime in, don't be afraid. And I don't give anybody the saying, man. It's the audience in the spirit of the great Apollo, Showtime and Apollo. That's culture. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Missouri going to Trump. Is there a better channel? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find a better election coverage channel. Y'all bear with me. It's AP. Hold on one second. They seem kind of boring. I don't know. Let's see. No problem. The music be blowing me, bro. Pause. Why I keep doing that? Not sure why it's not showing the screen. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever. All right, y'all gonna watch that. Yeah, it's not even close. Somebody, okay, Miguel's not somebody, but he said if she losing, this would be the first time the Simpsons are wrong, unless it's about the next president being a female. Arizona just finished up. Okay, we're right at the 2-hour mark for the show. In closing, on this whole topic, we see everybody's skeptical about what's going on. And I'm not saying everybody, but let me rephrase that more less clumsily. People are skeptical across all. Oh, well, I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? It's just that if I might start up another live. I didn't want to make this one too long just in case people want to see it. And I'm gonna trim. You know what? Let's rock out and I'll just trim it up later. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I just didn't want to hold y'all, to be honest with you. But across the whole spectrum, people are you know what I'm saying, distrusting of the system. Rightfully so. Because what's happening is you have people that's unhappy pointing out what they see. And if you line it up just right, like I did in this show, you can see across each of these pockets of political thought, they're pointing out this, what they called it? They called it the order. What was it called again? Hold on. Let me make sure I get that right. The rules-based international order, i.e. the system of white supremacy. And that's what people are saying. And the thing is, to have an illusion, you got to have people who want to buy into the illusion. So I think we might even see some prosperity here in the future. Yeah, we might see some prosperity in the future because it's like in a casino, you got to win sometime to keep people coming back to the casino. And I think that's where I want to try something though while we're here. Y'all can help me out with something. I'm trying to figure out why let me show y'all some of the features. Let me show y'all some of the features of the show. All right. Hold on one second. Peep this out. All right. So, because it'll help me with get some repetition on using it. So I got screen share the screen. Let's share this one right here. Rules-based order, boom. So y'all see that on the, hold on, we got a caller. Hold on a second. Thank you for calling into the Mo Fact Show. Mo Fact speaking. Thank you for calling into the Mo Fact Show. Mo Fact speaking.
What's up, Mo? It's Chimp from Miami.
This is Chimp from Miami, y'all. This is Chimp from Miami. Let me get the clock for Chimp. Hold on, Chimp.
I'm live?
Yeah, you live.
All right, nice. I get to talk to Mo. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, let me get the clock set up for you. Now you understand, right, how this works. You get 2 minutes. And the crowd, look, we don't have a Harlem Apollo type crowd that's just gonna boo you for the sport of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's more for like if people get up here, huh?
You mean this is the Palladium? I thought I was at the Palladium.
Yeah, no, this is not like the Apollo where people just gonna cook you just to cook you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more where people get up here and start capping. That's when you're gonna see the booze come out. So all right, so I'm gonna give Chimp 2 minutes. 2 minutes, y'all. All right, starting now. Go ahead, Chimp.
I just wanted to make some quick commentary. I guess I'm from Miami. I work for Amex, and the fear is palpable there. You could definitely feel people are scared for Trump. But it's funny because it kind of reminds me of COVID, because the safe thing is to just talk smack about Trump, right? And then you just look at who responds and how they respond, and then you know like what way the conversation will go. So it's kind of funny. Like there's like in corners you could talk to people and you see what they really think, but for the most part it's just like COVID. It's just like the vax, you know. And then you too, you do the vax, and then you could have a real conversation. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But
so that's a boots on the ground report from Chimp. So you're saying the liberals, the Democrats, all the terms people like to use for, you know what I'm saying, people that are left of center of politics are afraid of Trump?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's both sides. I think it's both sides. Like the conservatives are also afraid of Trump winning or losing. So it's funny.
So everybody's in a state of fear, basically.
Miami. Yeah, but then when you talk to some people, it's like nothing's going to change and it's going to be the same thing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think people are just eating the fear mongering. But once the channel changes, we'll be back to normal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think if they keep us in a constant state of fear, we can't pay attention to the things that we should be paying attention to and empowering ourselves to make ourselves, you know what I'm saying, lives better, which puts us in the need for them, more need, you know what I'm saying, be more needy for them.
Absolutely. And that's why we turn into like to Mo Facts or to No Agenda to get the inside scoop.
I appreciate that, sir. And yes, No Agenda is very healthy listening for the mental, because when people, and that's the clock, but you know what I'm saying, you got a few more minutes because I use some of your time. But yeah, like that's the point of what I do and I believe they do, is to you know, try to unconfuse the situation as much as possible. So
yeah, no. All we can do is talk to each other and have heart-to-heart conversations. That's the only way.
Okay.
But no, I don't have anything else to say. I want to thank you, Mo, for the work you do. You know, you're definitely the best. I've, over 100 episodes. I've seen the growth, and it's amazing, man. So thank you for the work. Value for value. I'm definitely going to send you some value tonight for sure. You'll see it from Chimp.
I appreciate that.
Just wanted to speak to the master himself.
Nah, I ain't no master. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a humble servant of other people. That's what I am. And honestly, I mean, when you do value for value, that you are a humble servant of other people, because we provide the value first. And hopefully y'all see the value in it and, you know what I'm saying, and reciprocate.
Absolutely. I'm one with that. All right.
Appreciate it, Chimp. Have a good one. All right. That was Chimp calling in from Florida. He said, everybody. Let me pin that comment so I remember. I know what I was going to do now. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. Let's go back here. Because I was sharing the screen. Okay, now we're at this screen. Now check this out. This is cool right here. I can highlight this, and then I can click this right here, and then I can create a little sticky note. So whenever we're doing because we're gonna be doing some live dives too. This was a special report. That's why I put it that way, because it was more. I put the stuff together prior to, but some of the stuff we're gonna be doing live dive. So then I take that, and then I say, what is it? Copy image, and check this out. Then I paste it here. Oh yeah, now check this out. Share screen. Let's see. Oh, we ain't playing no games, y'all. We're not playing no games. And then guess what? So when we doing these live dive, because what I want to do is take y'all through the rabbit hole like I would do when I was creating the show. That way I can, you know what I'm saying, get more content out. And it also help people, you know what I'm saying, do their own research. So then I say, hold on. Not sure why that sound didn't play. And then I hit, I think it's starting to lag, y'all.